When rebranding fails, Cenat, let's go. If y'all watching this on YouTube, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go.
Or creative anything is a make or break in a lot of people's careers. You can have good creator rebrands, like Speed going from a kid yelling slurs in his mom's basement at 3 a.m. and doing voodoo rituals or whatever you call this. Genuinely, we gotta ask, what the f was wrong with Speed in 2021? To now becoming one of the biggest live streamers in the world and breaking generations of propaganda from the media. But then you also have creators on the opposite side of rebranding, like Sneeko. Turning from a person who used to be labeled one of the most creative YouTubers on this platform for his unique style of videos, to now having to hang out with the sinister six of streaming and appealing to racists because that's how much his audiences got diluted. Either have a sand machine grounding your ball sack for 5 minutes, or have your sister in a room with these guys for 5 minutes. Me personally, I'm sorry for my offspring, but y'all can no longer.
I can't take this shit, bro. Hey, creative rebranding is one of the toughest things to do. Facts. Alright. It's hard, man. So I understand Kai had a challenge trying to do this. But you know, it is what it is. You feel me? It is what it ain't. That's tough! Alright, let's get into it.
Reborn. Sometimes these rebrands come naturally though, and I think those are always the best types. Just like how I mentioned Speed earlier, most of his rebranding came from him maturing from being a teenager that grew up on the internet and watching edgy creators, then actually went out in the real world and saw real people. There's a reason why the most edgiest creators on any platform, most of their audience is teenagers, because that's when you're the most on the internet and have the least life experience. There's also rebrands that are straight up a hard launch and the person is saying this is exactly how they're going to be moving like, which is usually more dangerous because you're telling the entire audience you built up that you're no longer that person they watched. And the newest rebrand we have from a big creator is none other than Cenat. I don't think we've had a hard launch rebrand from somebody as
now, bro, listen, it's props to my man. I still support Cenat, man. Even when you're like Speed, man. Even when Speed rebranded itself to this athlete, more chill dude. You know, he ain't acting all crazy. I still mess with Speed, man. You know, I know it's still Speed. I know Kai is still Kai, bro. I just know what's really going on. You feel me? I know what's going on behind the scenes for real. You know, I don't know Speed personally. I mean, I don't know Kai personally, but I just know he's trying to do something different, man.
Biggest Cenat in a while. Not too long ago was he yelling yacht at women getting up on his stream.
So
I'm sorry. Let me lock him out real quick.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? All right, bet. Go ahead. Yeah!
The thought of an historian in the year 2900 going back to this time and studying these type of clips always crosses my mind. And now Kai's brand new look is him launching a fashion brand and trying to become a designer himself, while also self-helping himself by trying to fix his reading struggles and working out. Off the wording itself, it doesn't sound bad at all. There's been two reactions to this, one being people who just hate to hate and basically hate on anything Kai does. If Kai does something like save a cat from a tree, they're in the comments saying some like he's worse than Hitler. Then there's a other group of people who genuinely just find his rebrand corny and don't like it. And if you see my videos, I've defended Kai from random who just hate to hate on the internet or try to find a random problem. But I've also been critical of Kai, and this rebrand was
executed terribly.
This all started back when he ended his subathon at the end of September in 2025. He hit 1 million subs, had 1 million viewers at the end. He had every celebrity in the book on it. LeBron James shaved his head on stream. We could have just left the last part. All we needed to see was the stream. And after his stream ended, he decided to take a long hiatus to
bro, on top of the mountain, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna put my picture up. Production, put the picture up, dog. You feel me? But going on the top of the mountain, like when you on top of the mountain, dog, is the best feeling in the world, y'all. Try going on top of the mountain, man. I know I seen a couple people on Instagram go on top of the mountain, bro. Respect, man. Once you take that picture on top of the mountain, bro, it's a whole different ball game, man. You feel me? Life gonna change forever.
Spend it with his girlfriend vacationing around the world, seeing different places. Kind of awkward knowing that now, considering they just went through a pretty public breakup and she's dissing all of his friends and people around him. On this vacation, he was probably trying to think of how he would even come back and be able to top what he just did. Like, if I was in Kai's position, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't know what the to do. I broke a record that probably won't be beat in our lifetime and had LeBron James on at the same time. I gotta end off everything with that. Which is why he announced in a video on January 13th that he's officially quitting streaming. And it turns out that was actually clickbait, shocker. The whole video was an announcement.
I don't think he quit streaming, man. I think what he doing now is is he only coming back like during Mafia time? I think he doing it like episode. It's supposed to be like this big reveal. It's Cenat, the biggest streamer in the world type of deal. That's what's going on.
For his fashion brand and showing his journey on making his clothing brand, while also announcing he's been secretly posting videos on another channel that will document his journey. This was probably the worst thing he did in his rebrand and is the thing people are making fun of the most. In the reading videos, one weird thing he does is flex the phone timer after his reading time is supposed to end to show people that he's become a reading god above the average human brain input and output.
Location, creating, and implementation intention is a strategy you can use. You can use pair a new habit with a specific time and location. The implementation intention formula is I will behavior and time and location. Habit stacking is a strategy you can use. Ability of ending the emotional pain, which can open the door for you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been 30 minutes.
Implementation intention is a strategy.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. 2026, bro. We all gotta read a book, man. I'm telling y'all, it helps our brain come up with new ideas, man. All I'm telling y'all today is read a book, man. It ain't nothing wrong with reading a book. You feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with reading a book, man. Reading a book every day is like basically medicine for your body, bro. It heals the body, man. Heals the soul spiritually and everything, man. You feel me? Helps your brain grow, helps you think better, helps you speak better. That's like what Cenat said. So I think everybody should read a book, man. Yeah.
That you can use if you already want a 40v1.
Like, alright, man, we get it. You now have reached the same reading comprehension as Shakespeare. If he didn't put this timer bit into the reading videos, it wouldn't have received even close to the amount of hate it's getting. In the comments of all the vids, people are basically clowning him, saying he's trying too hard to be performative with it, and also are saying he's reading but not actually comprehending what it's saying. Something that could have made it better is if he showed some notes that he was writing down while reading the books to show that he was actually retaining the information and keeping what the books actually say in his head. Unironically, middle school teachers got one up on that. They was right on that, because you do not retain shit after reading a book for the first time. But that timer thing was gonna cook him either way. He's got to put that one in the closet. Overall, it is good he's actually taking initiative to improve himself though. And there's clips too where he doesn't understand a word, so he searches up what it means on camera. Where people are clowning him for not knowing a word's meaning, which I find so weird. People will always say try to improve yourself by reading books or going to the gym or learning whatever habit. And when you showcase yourself trying to improve yourself, they just clown you. In 2026, a can't even be curious about something without getting the sped allegations. Meanwhile, those same people are fat chuds on the internet that do nothing but comment on people's all day. And we kind of do need more people reading, at least in America, because the amount of people's reading comprehension has gone down is atrocious. I know this has—
Bro, when Rakai tried to read, you feel me, W motivation, man. I know Kai inspired Rakai to read, but that was dope.
The creator, because I'll say something, a person won't even finish the video or just pause on that part, then go in the comment section writing a whole paragraph explaining why they hate me and how my take is wrong. Half the population reads at a 6th grade level here. We gotta start doing reading clubs again. I'm glad to be in the group of Gen Z kids that got out school right when AI was about to hit, because if I was in school right now, I'll let y'all know, I would be a couple of octaves dumber than I already am. Then there's the fashion pivot. On that same channel, he's posting videos of him learning how to make clothes for his fashion brand, which doesn't have as much hate as the reading, but it's more of the way he presents it, I would say. His fashion brand is called Vivette, and one way he's advertising it is with his own journal. The journal having designs and sketches of what he wants in it. And the way he's talking about this journal and flexing it, you would think he's writing some new verses for the Bible. Even on the Vivette website, the only way you can see the journal is if you sign up and join the waitlist. So it's clear the journal is the main marketing tactic he has for his whole fashion brand, which isn't an uncommon thing. Every fashion designer has their own type of documentation of the process of making a product. Kanye is somebody who did this a lot and showed off his sketches.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think him and Kai and Ye gonna go at it real soon.
It's confusing on Kai's vision for it, because in different videos he's saying so many things about what it's supposed to be, and he's changing the camera quality on the videos to make it look more like a documentary, which is now being called the performative quality. The funniest one has gotta be him recording himself writing in his journal on a 3DS, which got deleted.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This type of content right here, it was annoying at first because I'm like, why is everybody talking about Kai Cenat Reed? It did not. I understood the impact about what Kai was doing, man. It was about mental health. It was about the struggle and pain and actually expressing your feelings to the public. As a man, though, you feel me? As a man, Kai Cenat, this is his first time coming out as changing, man. It's basically Kai Cenat changing. Ain't nothing wrong with changing, man. You feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with making a change in how you think, bro. You feel me? That mean you got to change as a person, but you can change how you think, bro. And then once you change how you think, you will change as a person, bro. Facts. You feel me? But you ain't got to change on nobody. You can just keep it real, keep it solid, keep it loyal, bro. You feel me? You ain't got to change on nobody, but you can change as a person and how you think in the mental. And the end goal of that, bro, you will win, bro. Facts. Talking to all my real people out here, man. I know y'all feel me. Y'all can't help but to feel me. Stop. All right, you feel me? Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. It's like a track, right? And then everybody's on it. And then when you achieve a lot or you do good, you start to succeed. You start to exceed it. Like you start to keep going at a crazy. The way like I'm a little dark and shit. Like shit dark for me. But as soon as I hold this journal up, it's a lot like more focused on it.
That journal better have the cure to cancer the way he's showing it. Crazy thing is, even if the journal does have good designs and people want to buy it, the videos have cooked anything associated to it. People will just look back at the videos and start dying laughing. There was absolutely zero need to record this video on a 3DS. I feel like even he looked back at this and said, all right, I'm doing too much. While people were memeing the whole thing, it also opened the floodgates of old clips showing Kai trying to fit in with certain things, where you can't put it any other way. He's just saying some to be performative for the camera.
Yo, if you could start me off with a song, what would it be?
Viva La Vida by Cosplay.
These is kind of busted up, but headphones.
You not use those.
You not use those.
Why you capping this? He does not use those.
No. Yeah, he do. Look. These is the 16, 15 iPhones.
Thank you. These don't work.
No, it just broke today.
How it broke?
Kai, you can use AirPods. We know you're rich, dog. And before people get on my ass for wearing these wired headphones, look back the past 4 years. I've been wearing these in
Brian, ain't nothing wrong with wearing wired headphones, man. I still wear my wire, man. I'm not one of them bougie, man. You feel me? I'm not bougie or nothing like that, bro. I got my wired headphone, bro. I'm still keeping it P, bro. You feel me? Even though this little gaming headset, my headphone's still fucked up. That's tough, okay? I need to get a new one. All right, that's why I'm making these videos for y'all. And not only that, I enjoy the content, but yeah.
Every single video the past 4 years, all right? I'm not faking. I'm not sure why he does it or if he tries to do it subtly so people don't notice much. But in 2026, with all the forms of social media we got, people are gonna be able to tell when you're faking it. I do believe, though, that even with all these performative shenanigans, he actually got into fashion and likes it. You can tell his fashion game has changed a lot in the past couple of years. And I'm sure people will say that this whole thing is fake or a grift because it happened so soon. That can happen to anyone with anything, though. Sometimes you get into something and like it so much a lot in a short period of time, you want to start trying it yourself or going out into that industry. The way he's advertising it, though, is way too performative. There's clips of him walking around with the journal in Paris Fashion Week, and it looked like he was protecting an ancient scripture that had burned down what vaporized half of humanity's information.
Wow.
Uh-oh. I don't see the big deal on why people are mad about Kai Cenat, dog. Like, bro, Kai is Kai, bro. Like, let Kai Cenat be great, man.
Before I saw these clips, honestly, I didn't understand why people were saying the rebrand is performative. And as soon as I saw these clips, I understood why. Whoever told him on his team that this will look tough gotta be fired. Other fashion designers there were probably looking confused as hell. This isn't to say that Kai's clothing brand is gonna come out and look trash or ugly, but it's more of the marketing tactic and how it was done. In fact, I think a lot of the people hating saying the clothes are gonna look ass would start wearing it if all of a sudden people actually like it and start wearing it out. One thing Kai's gonna mainly struggle struggle with in the fashion industry is trying to have this new persona while his old clips still being mega viral and out there. Which is why I said at the start, it's better when a transformation naturally happens on its own and isn't a hard pivot, because not only is he gonna get low broed by the fashion elites there and they'll just see him as the streamer guy, also it's the clips and what type of streamer he was, doing a bunch of goofy stuff for stream. It's way easier for you to be a small content creator and have collabs with bigger content creators because content creators are usually more genuine, which can lead to you blowing up and having your own career. The fashion industry is just like the music industry. It's cutthroat. They'll tell you if you're—
Bro, it's so hard to get into the fashion industry, bro. I don't know. This is all for all my people doing fashion and fashion design, man. How hard is the fashion design industry, man? Let me know, man. You feel me? Let me know, man. I feel like, man, I just feel like it's hard to come up with like creative things to put on like a t-shirt or some shoes or something like that. I feel like it's hard, man. I know it's cheap though. I know it's cheaper. It's cheaper. I mean, it depends on the quality of your designs, but I know it's cheaper though.
his ass, or a company will deny making the clothes because they don't think it will sell well. And people memeing this whole thing is definitely not helping potential fashion collaborators take it more serious. The whole jump into it was very fast though. It was only 3.5 months he was gone before doing this whole change. I feel like minimum you need a year for something like this. I guess for now we're gonna have to wait and see how it goes. I don't know if he's gonna completely quit streaming, but if I was his friend giving advice, I say hell no. No matter what, as a content creator, unless you're gonna retire after like 10 or 15 years, you gotta serve the people that built you up to what you are, or maybe that's only me. So y'all will have me for another painstaking 10 years at minimum. Enjoy. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
Alright, W's video. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know if y'all feel like Cenat is rebranding has failed. I don't know what the colon line looking like. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Clothing line. Okay, he got some good little shirts going on. I guess it's Cenat rebrand right here. His brand right here. I really don't think that's Kai.